This is by far the toughest video I have ever had to make. About a month ago, my dad unexpectedly passed away, and I think I'm at a point where I can talk about it with you guys without falling apart. Now, despite making content and putting it on the internet for everyone to see, I'm actually a pretty private guy, so I like to keep my personal life separate from that content. For that reason, I was debating whether or not I even wanted to announce the passing of my dad, but my fiance made a really good point that he had become a fixture of Gutter Rash rides, and that was never my intention. I deliberately avoided putting him front and center in any of my videos because I didn't want him to feel uncomfortable, but we played such a massive part in each other's riding journeys that by extension of that, he became a presence on this channel. Just 2 weeks prior to his death, he came on that moto camping adventure with me, which was the last video I released, and I began editing that footage after his passing, and it was extremely tough. I thought we had a lot more time together to go on these adventures and to continue our riding journey together, and throughout the entire editing process of that video, I was just constantly reminded that that's not the case anymore. Because of how sudden his passing was, the house still looks like he lives here. It's surreal. His glasses on his bedside table, his favorite coffee mug on the kitchen bench top, and of course, his motorbike parked here in the backyard. He owned this thing for just 3 weeks, and aside from a few coffee runs, his only real journey on it was when I dragged him along on that mini shakedown. I wanted to test out my new duffel bag setup on the CRF, so I let him know I was heading out, and despite the horrible weather, despite the fact that it was pouring, despite the fact that he had no gravel experience and he was quite reluctant to try gravel with such little experience combined with the horrible weather, he still decided to come with me. And that pretty much sums him up as a person. He was always there for my mum, my sister and I. He wasn't a man who expressed his love for us through his words, but it was plain as day through his actions. He was just always there for us when we needed him. I'm devastated that he won't get to retire after a lifetime of work. I'm devastated that he won't get to meet his future grandkids, but I'm extremely grateful that he was with me well into my adulthood and he got to witness every milestone I've achieved thus far. I'm also glad that I got to watch my dad grow and evolve as a person. There comes a point in time where you realize your parents are also experiencing life and parenthood for the first time, that they're learning as they go too. So even though I'm his child, I'm so proud of him and the progress that he's made through his life. My dad and I would bid each other farewell in the exact same way each time. There was no ceremony to it, no hugs. It was just a no-frills kind of goodbye. Whenever I was leaving my parents' house, I'd pull my bike up to the front, I'd cut the engine, and I'd say it to him before heading off. Whenever I was ending a phone call with him, I'd say it to him as I put the phone down. When I had to leave him at the hospital and switch off his life support, I said it to him then. So I'll say it one last time. Bye, Dad.